Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for December 28th, 2016, counting down the days until the new year begins here. And basically, what we have here is just an abbreviated pre-market report looking at just crude oil and gold right now. Only two markets that are kind of doing anything at the moment. And crude oil, just looking at this, you can see it continues to hold above the 52s here and continues to trade above that zone. And I mentioned way before, if price can ever get above 52s and hold for any duration, that's an attempt at acceptance at those levels with a shot at continuing higher into the upper end of our range, which we talked about as being 62s. You see price held off of 52s, bounced back up, and continues to hold. So 51.67 to 52 is a major area of support. All pullbacks to that area want to continue to be defended by bulls. Any failure to hold that zone will open up a rotation back towards 46.69. So that's kind of what we're taking into the end of the year and as we head into January. On a shorter term basis here, one thing to look out for is just looking at the PivotBoss bands. We kind of have our third standard deviation on the bottom working out, and we have an expanding range right now that's developing in crude. So the idea is to fade new highs, fade new lows. If it gets up here, you're likely going to look for price to come back. If we get down into this zone, you may see price come back up. So right now, it's kind of a fade the edges type of market right now as price attempts to continue to find acceptance at these levels. Let's take a look here at gold futures now. Gold, looking at the higher time frame here. One thing I mentioned to our group yesterday in the trading room was that we've had a continued downward price discovery phase, and this recent bounce here offers a great opportunity for a swing selling opportunity. Right here, that's the previous week's high. It was rejected. I mentioned before, anything between 1144 and 1146, look for a rejection there, because if you see it, you could be looking at a drop to the lower downside target, which we mentioned was 1092.70. So right there, 1092.70 is the next major swing downside target. So at the moment, you're looking for bears to continue to defend the 44 to 46s for a continuation lower. This could take another day or two before it happens. This is currently a digestion day, so every time price rotates to the upper levels, it's safer to sell there than it is to buy the lower end of the range. So if you look at this thing on an intraday basis for gold, here it is. Again, any rotation into that 44 to 46 zone can be seen as a selling opportunity. And so far, here's the first rotation. Our group knew about this yesterday morning. Now, again, anytime we get a rotation into that zone, you're likely going to see bears defend over the next day or two ahead of a potential drop toward 1100. All right, that's it for now. Let's see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck and trade well.